Hello, ladies and gentle guardians, and welcome to another episode of Fireteam Icarus, a Dungeons and Destiny podcast. Dungeons and Destiny made by Velvet Fang Games, a reimagining of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition to 5th Destiny setting. This is a homebrew campaign that takes place in an alternate storyline and blends both fantasy and Destiny elements. Velvet Fang Games and Fireteam Icarus are not affiliated in any way with Bungie. We just love D&D and Destiny, and we do this for fun. If you like what you see here today, want to support the channel, please. Best way to do that is to give us a follow. We go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. and previous episodes are uploaded to Spotify podcast on Monday, so you can get caught up on what's been happening. Come join our Discord where you can meet some of our awesome community members and chat with the cast of Fireteam Icarus. No new announcements, unless anybody got something to say?
I will be right back.
All right, cool. Devon will be right back. All right.
Audio's good.
Okay, cool.
Get out from under my desk, Ferd. Go away.
Last we left off. After journeying to the summer court, the party successfully cleansed the second ley line, restoring the arcane energy and disrupting Xivu Arath's forces. They swiftly dispatched the Ritualista Hive Wizard, but their celebration was cut short when an Umbral Knight, a Hive Knight infused with resonance energy, appeared. The party managed to defeat this formidable foe and return to Kersilkarn. Back in Kersilkarn, the party celebrated their victory, with Nightingale and Ronan partaking a little bit too much. Eris then pulled Rune aside to discuss their resonance abilities, raising questions about their unusual way she obtained this power, and the mysterious voice in her head. Despite the unanswered questions, Eris urged Rune to be patient as answers would come in time. Before departing from the Feywild, Lorelei gifted the party with an amulet, allowing them to communicate across planes of existences. With this parting gift, the party returned to the material plane, ready for what lies ahead. As you all are returned to the material plane, the disorienting sensation of the plane shift spell wears off. You all find yourselves with within Bjorn's shop once more, briefly looking at the clock, sitting on one of the nearby shelves. It is currently around 2 a.m. Oh, is it really?
It's on our end, not Stream's end. So
Okay.
You were mentioning that it was popping.
Popping.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's popping, it's not it's never stream, which is why I was just gonna. I'll just tell you, like, because you know how to fix that. I was like, it's not a concern. Stream is not the concern. We can hear it.
How about now? Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
That's good.
It's that little toggle switch in voice mod for you.
Yeah, I have to toggle it every so often because like sometimes it'll pop even when that's on. So I turn it off and then it stops the pop. Yeah, so I guess it just.
It's fine.
Sometimes it does the opposite of what it does, and so I have to turn it off, and then it stops the popping.
I don't want to be on today. I'm a foos.
Yeah. So briefly, you guys notice the clock on one of the shelves, and see that it is currently 2 a.m.
What time did we leave to the Feywild?
Around midnight.
Oh.
Plus side of the notch facening is where we're supposed to go. It's right on. Don't worry about weird time distortions.
I mean, technically, us three don't know about that.
That's me above table saying, not
Fair.
me Rune saying.
Yeah, you guys keep thinking that.
What's the date on the clock say?
The date shows 6 days further ahead
Oh shit.
than when you left.
She can control that though.
Well, now.
That's on you. You forgot that. How dare?
Yeah.
That was the
The,
plus side about going the Archfey. Because it's her domain, she can manipulate the time
The
distortion.
reason...
We could have lost a day, though.
That's true.
You took a week from us and we only have a 6-month timeline? How dare?
The reason why that's important, chat, is because if you missed a couple sessions ago, the party discovered that they only have 6 months to collect 5 more resonance keys before the final shape. And a fun thing that I decided to do was put in the Discord how many days remaining until the final in-game days remaining until the final shape. So currently it is up to date to this moment.
You took 6 days from us.
Out of like 100 and something.
76 is what it says now.
We had 182 days, and now we moved it to 176.
So bigger problem at current hand. How the hell are we getting Eris and myself out of this city without being seen?
I mean, we're in a potion shop. We're in Bjorn's potion shop.
Yeah, that's one thing I would like
Does
to
he
mention.
does he have 2 more invisibility potions?
Probably does.
Probably.
You can ask him.
I think it's like everything's just kind of settling and we're looking around before the sudden realization hits of like, oh, how the fuck are we getting out? Hi, buddy.
Yeah, it's just the fact of, so Bjorn, you've been running a shop.
Where's
Is
your
this the
accent
first
at,
time
buddy?
you ever closed down for a week entirely?
Nightingale, where did your accent go?
That's what I was wondering with everybody else, but I thought we were talking out of character, so now I'm talking like this.
Oh, that was just me talking about the Feywild stuff. That was me talking about the Feywild stuff. So in case you guys were wondering when I said, hey, buddy,
I kind of figured it was the pupper.
So, have you
Try to
ever
stream,
gone
buddy.
on a week's vacation before, Bjorn?
I cannot say I have.
Well, then I think you might have a bit of company as soon as they realize that you're open again.
I am afraid so. I did not realize that much time would have passed within the Feywild. Time moves much slower, so 3 days there is 6 days here.
oh, I wait.
Well, now what?
Now-
So question. How the hell are we getting myself and Eris out of here?
I do have something for that.
Where? Dog. He just pushed my chair this way.
The pupper is annoying you.
I do have something to get you guys. You all out.
You know what's
Um,
coming with us.
What'd you say?
I said you're not coming with.
No, I will not be coming. I will be staying to keep an eye on things here. You need people on the inside for a revolution.
It's very how true.
Before you all go, however, I want to give you all something as a token of my appreciation. Bjorn looks to you all with gratitude on his face. Grateful that he is now reunited with his mentor and one of his friends.
Well,
He slowly walks over to a wooden chest in the corner, unlocking the metal latches and opening the chest with a creaking sound. He pulls out an intricate compound bow with striking red and gold detailing on the riser, and a butterfly emblem on one of the arms, along with its arrows. The tip carrying a necrotic payload that emits a visible purple glow.
Oh no, I know which boat this is.
We know who that's for.
I did say if we were successful on this mission, there would be more where that came from. I cannot thank you enough. He hands you all a monarch.
Woo!
And 25,000 glimmer.
You two can split the glimmer. I'll take the bow.
You're like, forget the money. Just give me the. I mean, if you're gonna say split the money, we're gonna split the money.
Uh, 12-5.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not like we're not going to take care of him in the process anyway. So.
I will remain here in the city. Keep an eye on things on this end. We do have communications between each other. So when the time comes to I'm forgetting the word.
Viva la revolution?
Viva la revolution.
When the time comes to liberate this city, you will be the first to know.
Of course.
He hands you all 2 potions of invisibility.
Cool. I hand one to Eris.
Good luck out there.
Don't worry, we'll keep her safe. Or she'll keep us safe. Yet to be determined, to be fair. Man, if I had 7,000 more glimmer, I would have really fun numbers. I would have 69,000.
I didn't mean to pin that.
What did you pin?
I accidentally pinned a message.
Where'd you pin it?
In the chat.
Oh, in the Twitch chat?
In the Twitch chat. I didn't mean to.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So, I assume you guys are heading out?
Yeah.
Do we have invisible pots?
Yes, we just got 2.
Awesome. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Clearly.
How dare.
Hang on.
That's how you're gonna get us killed. Not paying attention, you're gonna get us killed. Pop the invis potions for Eris and I, and while I'm invisible, I'm going to let the gauntlet / bracer creep up my arm and then make that almost like pyramidic rib cage around my torso. So.
Okay.
For those wondering, it looks like the hinterland cloak made out of pyramid tech, but on my back and not on my cloak. So I can hide it from prying eyeballs.
She said eyes.
I also said balls, so to each their own.
Testicles. With your invisibility potions drank, you guys managed to leave the... How do you leave the city of New Reese?
Out the back door.
Which way?
Well, out the back door for shop.
Okay.
No, here.
This is where Nightingale takes over.
Yeah, so the way that we're going to be leaving in the dead of night is we take a huge risk running across the town. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to use the little well exit that I found with Jay. And so rather than the potion having to last forever getting past security, we're just going to hop down the well and call it a day. And enter through our little cave in the back.
Make those of you who aren't invisible, please make stealth checks.
First rolls, let it be baby. Let's see.
27. I don't think my Ronin. I think the matron dice are actually happy with this character. From
That's
what I was
not
getting.
good, guys.
Oh no!
That's not good. I rolled a 3 on the die for a 10 total.
I mean,
Ryan,
group invisibility check, I think the average is like 17 or something.
34 divided by 2.
17, yeah. 34 divided by 2 is a 17.
I meant 37 divided by 2, not 34.
It would be divided by 2, not 4.
It's only you and I. It's
And that's
probably close.
18.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably closer to 18 as the average, which is still not bad.
DC was like 15, so it's fine.
Thank you, Rona.
So 19 on the die plus 8. Yeah.
As you're stealthing, weaving between the alleyways of the city, Nightingale, you like put your hand on like a pile of trash bags and like it tips over, and it's just full of like glass bottles. Makes a loud noise. Ronan quickly pulls you into another alleyway before anybody sees or notices you.
That was so unexpected. Thank you, Ronan.
Just be a little
Not
more
really that
careful.
careless.
So, you guys make it back to your hidey hole.
Yes.
And I assume resting for the evening.
Nap time.
Woo, naps.
Whoa.
All right. So, you guys rest well. No nightmares. Next morning, the new day dawns. You feel refreshed and ready for the day. What's the plan, guys?
Head to Gambler's Seclude, I suppose.
It would be the safest place for Eris at the moment.
You know, should we warn Drifter we're coming back with Eris, or should we just show up unannounced? Because I vote showing up unannounced would be hilarious.
I can't wait to see the look on his face.
It seems we're going unannounced.
I mean, unless Eris herself wants us to warn him.
Eris, anything to add?
Let him be surprised by my presence.
I knew I liked her.
You see a slight smirk fall on her face.
Oh.
She.
Also, yeah, continue.
Oh,
Sorry,
good.
continue.
I'm done.
As she thinks about the Drifter because she's so in love with her little rat, her little rat boy. I'm gonna look to Nightingale and Ronan. Also, I have affected my schematics, so can make them relatively cheaper than it would cost you to buy sparrows, if you want that at any point. Unless you're afraid of falling over, and then I can just make you basic sparrows. It's totally fine.
A board is not my kind of thing.
Can make you a sparrow. Everything
Board
I've
sounds like fun.
yeah. Some point it'll cost 9,000 glimmer to make your skimmer. Ronin.
Oh, okay, I have that much.
Not doing it right now, but yeah,
No,
text me.
no, that's a matter of later things.
That's because Glimmer Tinkerer is a very fun thing. So when I have Draven change Glimmer into non-organic, non-living material like barrow parts, skimmer parts, I get it at 10% less.
Cool.
So at some point I'm building vehicles for everybody. If we have downtime enough in our Rust 6 months. Now we walk.
Okay. So, your time in New Reese has ended for now.
For now. We're gonna come back and burn this place to the ground. Figuratively, I promise. I'm not gonna actually burn anything to the ground.
With
You sure?
Eris at your
Yeah.
side, you set out on the path to Gambler's Seclude. Carrying the weight of what you have uncovered and the urgency of keeping her safe, as well as the urgency of the looming final shape. The first stretch of your journey takes you through the lush, whispering forests surrounding New Reese, where the trees tower high overhead, their branches woven in a natural canopy that dapples the ground in a soft green and gold. Each step carries you deeper into the wilderness, the sounds of the bustling city fading into the rustling leaves and the distant calls of wildlife. The forest air is rich and earthy, grounding you as you reflect on the events that brought you here. What do each of you think about as you tread these shadowed paths?
I'll let them go first. I'll let the boys go first.
Yeah, okay.
For a reason. Sit down. Sit down.
Raisins is my intel guy.
Okay.
I've experienced blackouts before, but having a week missing is a bit different. Sure, it's not like I missed anything. But that's neither here nor there. I guess my first thought would probably be heading back to Gambler's Seclude after I thought I'd be somewhere else. Here I am with the magical lady, whom I still don't like, but I know Drifter does, so that's enough, I guess. Meanwhile, we're tapping into new things that I'm having to get used to. Including Sword, who's probably still just chilling on my shoulder.
That's going to be a surprise for Drifter.
Yeah, I got Quicksilver and one shoulder and Sword on the other, and they're like...
Didn't you name him?
I did.
Excalibur.
So you wouldn't have...
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to say...
Excalibur.
So you wouldn't have to say Sword, you could just say Caliber?
Caliber.
And you still called him Sword?
Well, that was not me talking to him or about him. Just inner monologues of Sword. But mostly just thinking about we have half a year to find these things that cannot be located by traditional means. And more pyramid tech means more rune scary business. And I don't know how to feel about it yet. And so I'm just pondering on that.
About you, Ronan?
That's the thing. Ronan is keeping himself busy as to not think at the moment. There's a lot he has to think about, and he doesn't want to do that yet.
No thoughts that empty.
He wishes. He's staring at your chicken.
What thoughts burden your mind?
Hell no.
Is the better question.
Mostly about the Raven Queen, honestly.
Okay. Rune?
I had to set my chicken down. Hang on. My little brother gave me teriyaki chicken from the Chinese place, aka rat on a stick, because it looks like a rat sometimes. Great. So we are walking. The way I'm going to explain the way that I'm walking and talking in my head is, I don't know if anybody else, if it's just me, if anybody else has had. Sorry, I got distracted. I just got hated fortune cookies too.
ADHD brain go Bert.
Have you ever been driving and get so focused on a thought, and then when you stop thinking of that thought, you realize you're like 30 minutes into your drive? No, just me?
I've done that with like minutes.
I've done it during work.
Minutes at a time.
Yeah,
not like half hours.
I've had almost a whole drive to work.
I do it during work. My body goes into autopilot, and I'm like,
right. So very much Rune autopilot at the moment, like 1,000-yard stare, but is not stumbling. Is just full autopilot. Get yourself down. This dog, I swear, he's gonna drive me insane today.
That's how I felt about the dog that I visited.
I know. He wants the chicken that I have, and he wants my cookies, and he's not gonna have it. Anywho. So I know thinking a thought in that direction worked the last time. So I'm gonna gather my thoughts before I say anything. I'm sure you can hear me. Happened the first time. Thank you for basically ripping away answers from me. Greatly appreciated. You know what? Honestly, fuck off. I don't need your help. I've got someone else who's actually willing to help me find answers. Since you and Draven think it's so keen and wonderful to know everything about who the fuck I am, but that I'm not able to know, I'm not a fucking toddler. So kindly, go fuck yourself. Oh, in my face! This dog is in my face. He's like right here. He's literally right here. Palm his head like a basket. Palm his head like a basketball. Go away, buddy.
He's just staring up at you like, give me some, please.
You do not hear any response.
Good. I'm gonna just stay in that autopilot for a little while.
Okay.
Not even talking to Draven. He's getting a cold shoulder for the moment. If anything, I'm feeling and messing with the pyramid tech that is basically a secondary spine, just manipulating it without line of sight because it's mine now. My pyramid tech doesn't belong to anybody else but me.
Like Toph messing with the meteorite.
Yeah.
Very much so.
That was awesome. That scene is awesome.
I picked up the chicken and he came back. You're standing on my charger cable. Please go away.
As you travel further, forest gradually thins, giving way to the rocky terrain and cooler winds as you head north. The mountains loom ahead, their sharp peaks cutting into the skyline like silent guardians watching your passage. The climb is demanding, but the higher you go, the more the world opens up beneath you. From high ridges, you can see the sweeping valleys, painted with swaths of green and golden autumn tones. A reminder of how much lies beyond the conflict you face. For a moment, you feel a strange peace, almost as if the mountain themselves are watching over your journey. The path becomes treacherous as the sun dips lower, casting shadows that stretch across the narrow winding trails. Each step requires focus. Loose stones shift underfoot and the chill of the high mountains air bites a little harder. In the fading light, memories of your time in New Reese flicker through your mind. Of the allies you left behind, the Praxic Order's dark influence over the Vanguard, and the threads of destiny that brought you closer. As night falls...
You said it dang, guys.
You said threads of destiny, and my brain went, I don't like that wording.
I'm gonna go grab him some chicken jerky, so he'll leave me the whole 2 seconds.
Okay.
The headset will still be on my head. I can still hear you.
You said Destiny. All right, so we're gonna just, all over the place.
As night falls on the third day, you find shelter in a small outcrop nestled between towering rocks, a temporary haven in the wilderness. The quiet crackle of a small campfire casts a warm glow across your group as stars begin to scatter. The firelight dances illuminating your camp. As you all rest, one of you experiences an unexpected surprise. Ronan, I am assuming you're taking first watch.
Always. It's always me and then Rune. We let Nightingale have his full night's sleep. I will also mark that during probably the first or second night, I'll have unattuned to Will of the Wisp and attuned to Le Monarch.
Cool.
Because that second, the Le Monarch is so much cooler.
Would you like to tell everybody what Le Monarch does?
Sure, you already described it, so its first thing is poison arrows. If I hit a creature with a shot from this weapon, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw against the weapon DC or become poisoned for the next minute. Creatures poisoned in this way, they missed a portion of that in the text. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to have take 1d8 void damage, but it just doesn't have the word take. Anyway, creatures poisoned in this way take 1d8 void damage at the start of each of their turns and make a Constitution at the end of each of their turns to try to end the condition early. If they succeed on the saving throw, either the very first one or to end it early, they become immune to it for 24 hours. The next perk is Le Monarch. If you score a critical hit with a shot from this weapon, all creatures within 5 feet of the target are subjected to the effects of the Poison Arrows perk. And my favorite, greatest thing I see, bound to make Felix upset, Hawkeye. If I take a shot with this weapon while aiming, my crit range goes up by 1. So if I do a critical eye, I can crit on a 15 plus. If I also Hunter's Dodge.
pretty good.
You say pretty good, and I laugh, and I will crit most of the time. Or some.
Every
A
of the
lot more
time.
Yes, every of the time.
Oh,
Okay.
your relics are belong to me.
all the poison on everything.
Your night of watch goes pretty uneventful, as it is now time for Rune's watch. Rune,
No!
as
You wanna know my fortunes were so we can prolong this because I don't want to die?
Sure.
First one is the most exciting chapters of your life are yet to be written, and the other one
Great.
is one old friend is better than two new ones, and that's really interesting.
That hurts, cause
You're fine. You're fine.
am
You're
I?
you're one new one. You're not two.
That's a
You're
nat
fine.
20 for a 25.
No,
I'm kidding. No.
I'm dead, guys.
You take a fuck ton of damage.
No, I don't have a fuck ton of hit points.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's change the music up a bit.
Pull it down, buddy. You ate your jerky so fast. Yeah.
As you watch over the restful party, what thoughts cloud your mind? I know I said it before, but
Yeah. Very much the same things that have been bothering me for a while. Who am I? What the fuck's wrong with me? Why me? And why do the people who claim I am incredibly important to them keep on deciding to treat me like I'm a child?
May included.
May included. May just treat me like a child quite often. But that's in a protective sisterly way, not the... Because if she could be out here beside me, helping me figure out who I am and what's going on, she would be.
So would
She'd be
insomnia.
helping. Right, they'd be helping. Not treating me like I'm a child who can't read the book because, oh, you're not old enough. Bitch, I wrote the fucking book. Excuse me? It's just a language I don't understand yet. It's fine.
Your train of thought is suddenly interrupted by the hairs on the back of your neck standing on end. This usually is a sign of something is approaching, according to your Hellhound mech. AKA the alert feat.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit with, because my cloak's on. I'm gonna sit with my hand on the holster of my hand cannon. Have it drawn and just sitting where it would be sitting. And just listen.
As you try to perceive what is out there, you don't see anything. However, you do hear something akin to laughter. Soft chuckles that seem to be sourceless.
Why are you giving me creepy laughter? Is this payback for your red balloon trauma? Can I pinpoint where it's coming from?
Not really, it seems pretty sourceless.
But it's not in my head.
Nope.
But I don't. But I know there's something within. Stop, Remus. At least 100 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like the laughter is moving?
It's like when you're wearing headphones, and then it's like the sound is like moving all in a circle all around
So
you.
it's like whatever this is, like shifting side to side.
Yeah.
Not creepy at all.
As you try to pinpoint where this laughter is coming from, you hear a voice. You hear the laughter stop,
Mm-hmm.
and then a voice say, "I must say, what a brilliant speech you gave."
Do I recognize the voice?
No?
No. Can I pinpoint where the voice is?
This time you can
No.
pinpoint it. It seems to be sourcing like somewhere behind you.
Can I tell how close it is?
Like 30 feet from you.
I hear it. I
Mhm.
don't acknowledge it. But I can pinpoint a general vicinity.
Mhm.
I'm going to summon Sonnet's Knife. And I'm just going to flick it over the back of my head in that direction. Not aiming to hit, but aiming to intimidate.
You summon the Sonnet's Knife in a flare of resonance energy, quickly flicking it backwards. The knife drilling through the forest, like the sound echoing off of the trees. Is that how you greet an old friend? One would say, a friend in high places.
You're claiming to be a friend in high places, and you're working with Tyr, and I want nothing to do with you.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
What if I said that I have answers?
Draven also has answers and is refusing to give them, so...
Well, unlike Draven, I don't have a stick up my shell.
I know I'm not awake, but I'm liking this guy.
Is there any response from Draven for this?
Only in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that.
I think he meant for you to hear it. Do you know him? Don't lie to me this time.
Yeah,
Who is he?
my brother.
I'm gonna turn around. Because that's not the sound of a ghost. Like in the same motion, the short sword comes out in my hand.
Okay. Appearing from behind a tree appears this humanoid male. His skin a rich dark tone, decorated with intricate tattoos that cover his arms and extend across his visible skin, suggesting a blend of cultural significance and personal expression. His hair is a striking combination of bright blonde and dark brown, or black style in a messy flame-like fashion. Complements which complements his fiery aesthetic. Small pair of upward curling horns emerge from his hairline, giving him a devilish look. His smile is wide, mischievous, bearing sharp teeth that add to his playful, almost roguish charm.
It's just a little guy, guys.
The smile reaches his eyes, which glint with a spark of joy and wild energy, as if he's always on the verge of laughter or a clever retort. His attire is equally bold, dominated by a warm orange cloak or jacket that seems to radiate with an ember-like glow, casting shadows that flicker around him. His wrists are adorned with a sturdy, studded leather bracelets, adding a touch of edginess to his look, and a few piercings that ornaments dangle from his ears, enhancing his unique style. Overall, he gives a impression of someone who lives in the moment, fearless and vibrant, with a playful spirit that draws people in, and perhaps a bit of mystery in his gaze.
Oh, Draven, do you have some explaining to do? Stop hiding in my head. Out. Into the mech, if you please.
Draven, you're not as tall as I remember.
Oh, we're gonna be the
A little round in some places.
I'm gonna send him off to the mech.
Draven hops into the mech.
Which looks like a certain still defender.
I see you haven't lost your engineering touch.
Who are you?
Why, like I said, just an old friend, a friend who's not afraid to share secrets. Draxon, at your service.
How are you and Draven, brother?
Because Draven was not a ghost at one point.
Do I just attract the weirdest things? Apparently. Oh, fucking apparently. What do you mean he wasn't a ghost? What the fuck are you talking about?
Lord Tyr used his magic and the light of the Traveler to turn Draven into a ghost.
That makes my head hurt.
He's brave. He was quite brave doing that. I wouldn't have done it myself. I mean, look at this. Look at all this. Who would want to miss this?
Me, apparently, because I did miss with the knife. Let's be honest.
See, I have a thing about edges. I don't quite like them sticking in me.
He said sticking.
Yeah, we're just missing the coffee.
We'll have that in the morning with breakfast, it's fine. Why are you here?
I have actually come to give you a gift. Something you and your friends desperately need.
A gift from you or a gift from him?
Bit of both.
Why? I told him I didn't want his help. You just need.
Well, seeing that you're running on a little bit of borrowed time, Seems like you do.
I'm assuming you only know that because Pincus told you so. So
No.
The only one who would know was Pincus, unless you, and I point at Draven, are communicating with people outside of my knowledge.
Oh yes, he told me everything.
Including just how much of a little bitch he is.
Yes, including that.
You're asleep, Abigail, shut up!
Snoring noises.
Snoring. Are you talking to people without my knowledge? Again?
Only to keep them informed of what's happening.
Do you not trust me enough to tell me that you're talking to the same people who won't tell me a goddamn thing? Is your loyalty to them or to me? Actually, to be fair, you'd be alive in a whole body if it wasn't for me, I suppose.
Come.
Suppose I have no choice. If I want answers, I have to listen to everybody else who tells me what the fuck to do.
He turns around, gesturing you to follow, slipping into the darkness of the forest. You hesitate, but something compels you to go after him.
I leave Draven at camp.
Okay. The two of you walk in silence, the forest closing around you. Each step taking you deeper into the shadows, thick with the smell of damp earth and ancient wood. Time loses meaning as you weave through the twisted roots and under branches that seem to reach for you, pulling you further into the heart of the forest. After what feels like hours, you reach a clearing, and there, hidden among the trees, stands an old, abandoned barn. Vines twisted along its walls and wooden boards creaking with age. Leaning as if they bore a heavy secret for too long. Draxon stops by the door, stepping aside and motioning for you to enter.
Just roll my eyes and step forward.
As you push open the door, and it groans loudly, the sound breaking the silence like a spell. Inside, the air is thick with dust and a faint scent of oil. As your eyes adjust, you see a ship. Sleek, angular. Its metal frame gleaming in the soft glow of the moon, filtering in through the cracks in the barn walls. It looks like something from a forgotten dream. Its form both fierce and elegant, crafting from dark metal and crimson. The wings extend like blades of a hidden weapon. Tiny light blinks softly along its edges, as if the stars themselves were embedded in its surface.
Why?
He understands your frustration. And
He knows not. He doesn't understand my frustration. He may know it. Understand it, no.
more than you know, Rune. This is sort of a two-part gift. this and the promise of answers. I would let him answer, but basically, you may ask him one question each day, and he will answer truthfully.
Are you going to leave too, then? Are you just the messenger boy that's going to leave again?
He did say something about you not wanting any babysitters, so yes, I am only here to deliver this message and to deliver this gift. And then I will be on my way. But should you need any assistance, I think you know how to use that thing, he says, gesturing to the infernal markings on your hand.
Riddle me this before you go. What are they? And I'm like, I take the bracer and glove off. And don't give me, he should answer.
No, you asked a question, and I am a man of my word, so I will answer truthfully. It is a bond.
Elaborate. And that's not a question.
You mean that's not an answer?
That's not a question. Elaborate isn't a question.
It's a statement.
It's an order.
Your question was, what are
Yeah.
these?
Yeah, and then I told him to elaborate, and that's not a question. It's an order.
Oh, okay. I thought you were responding to the answer that he just gave, and I'm like,
No,
what?
he did. It is me responding to him.
Yeah.
And that's me saying, that's not a question. Followed up by, that's an order.
It is a powerful, magically sealing bond between you and him. When you reconnected you with your arcane powers, that rune, pun intended, reconnected with his.
So I can just yell obscenities all I want at him?
It's not
In
to say
theory?
that he wouldn't like it, but you could.
I'm just gonna turn and walk towards the ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna strip the jacket off as I walk into the ship because I can't work in armor. And not that I don't trust him, but I don't trust him enough. And I'm gonna spend the rest of the night here. Not at camp. Here. Making sure I do everything in my power that this ship cannot be tracked, traced, or contacted by anybody outside of us. Because the last time I didn't play with tracking, Gambler Seclude got. And I'm
Okay.
not going to do that again.
Okay.
Why I left Raven at camp. So everybody's going to wake up and it's just Raven, not me. Woohoo.
Draxon disappears in a flash of infernal fire. As you step forward, as you step inside the ship, it's almost as if the ship is immediately responding to your touch. You're immediately struck by its compact yet efficient design. Ship is built for functionality. Every inch meticulously used, but there is a touch of dark elegance that hints at its origins. The cockpit is narrow, but sleek, with 2 seats up front for the pilot and co-pilot. each wrapped in dark leather with reinforced metal plating. The control panels glow with faint green and amber lights, casting an eerie shadow across its surfaces. The dash is adorned with faint green and amber lights, casting eerie shadows across the surfaces. Oh, did I already read that? Whoops.
No, you didn't. You were. I was just laughing at my own stupidity, not you. He said narrow cockpit, and I
accidentally read the same line twice, so my bad.
Oh.
The dash is adorned with a few scuffs and worn markings, a testament to the ship's possibly long history. Above, a low ceiling curves in an arch lined with wires and exposed machinery that hums with quiet, almost comforting energy. Beyond the cockpit is a narrow corridor stretching towards the back, leading to the crew quarters along either sides of this small corridor. There are small fold-out bunks built into the walls. These bunks are lined with dark fabric that feels surprisingly soft to the touch, though the space is just big enough for one person to sleep comfortably. Each bunk has a small shelf with a light with adjustable settings, allowing for a bit of personal space amidst the tight quarters. Further back, you find a tiny galley with just enough space to prepare basic meals. There's a compact sink with a single burner and a small storage compartment for food rations. Across from the galley is a cramped laboratory, barely wide enough to turn around in.
Man, airplane bathrooms suck ass. FYI. They're awful.
A small sink folds out from the wall, and a storage compartment holds basic hygiene supplies. It's utilitarian, but everything you need is here. At the end of the corridor is a communal area, no more than a few spaces wide, with a low bench against the wall and table that folds out from the sides paneling. It's a space for the crew to gather to eat or to plan missions. The interior lighting is dim, a blend of greens and muted whites, casting an otherworldly glow over the space. Though the ship is cramped, it feels sturdy, its narrow halls and tight spaces giving a sense of both intimacy and purpose. It's a ship built for survival with just enough comforts to keep the crew going, but always reminding them of its true nature. A predator of the stars.
AKA, my word puzzle is Star Devil Predator. It's the name of this motherfucking ship.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a technology check to locate and disable any trackers.
We'll roll the Persephone dice. Yeah. As we should. 29.
Almost as if by design, there are no trackers on this.
I will work on encoding the comms relay
Yep, you managed
to link up with all of them.
You managed to successfully do so.
I will just mumble passive aggressively "thank you" in my head and continue working through the night.
Okay. The ship, for the most part, is fully functional.
Yeah. I want to learn what everything is and touch everything, and yeah.
Okay.
It's more exploring and familiarizing myself with the ship because I was taught to fly,
Okay.
but not this ship.
Yeah.
I was taught by me.
I imagine you're at one point you do settle into the cockpit.
Yeah.
As you settle into the pilot seat just to explore around, messing with the various controls and buttons, The control panel lights up in shades of green and amber, casting a soft glow up across the cramped pilot cockpit interior. For a moment, a message appears briefly on the screen that says, "You're welcome." -T.
Wait, we can have text communication. Oh, we can text. We're like little high schoolers. You can have text communication with the cockpit of our ship. It's stupid, but I love it.
It's almost like the Windows like startup, like the splash screen. It's just like,
Oh.
"You're welcome."
I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night here, and I will contact my fire team in the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I am fully familiar with this because yes.
So it's more likely that Ronan's contacting you first.
I'm awake, but probably.
As the light of the early morning sun shines down, you all wake up suddenly realizing, where the fuck is Rune?
I mean, Draven's there.
Oh yeah, Draven is there. Yeah.
He's like passive aggressively like laid down. Like if this mech could pout, it would. He got scolded.
Yeah, you just see Draven in his Hellhound mech.
Questioned.
You see Draven in his Hellhound mech with his paws crossed.
His cross-post?
Yes. Shut up.
Cross-post! We failed!
Ronan looks at this and goes, "Yeah, no, not dealing with that." He goes immediately to the comms. "Rune, what are you?"
I'm probably like beeping buttons in the process, so you just like hear buttons beeping in the background. And like what, half an hour, a general direction?
Yeah, maybe like 15 minutes.
Yeah, about 15 minutes south of your location. Look for the old barn.
All right.
Just hear beeping. Doot, 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 doot.
So, where is she?
15 minutes south. She apparently has either been shown or found something interesting.
Oh. It's unusual for Draven to just be chilling here. Will you
Which
like
is
to
why
accompany us? Or are you gonna sit there sleeping, quote unquote?
Oh, I love it.
I know where she is, Buster Scruggs. Follow me.
And he's even doing it without a tree.
It's so... That was a little harsh there, buddy.
You're not here to tell him off.
He's also pretty bad at him. His loyalty got questioned last night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not
He got told to sit and stay.
Yeah.
the West
Like
Texas
a good
tin-
boy. About maybe an hour or so, Draven leads you into the woods, leading you to a barn house that is old, dilapidated, covered in vines, but you hear what sounds like the humming of engines.
Does that sound like what I think it is?
Like,
I don't know, but it sounds big.
you see her for like a moment, like I run out, I peek my head around the door, wave, and go back in.
I don't remember ordering this. You? She did some new last night shopping.
I don't think it was shopping. As I'm entering the building, probably seeing the ship for the first time.
You see before you
Do you have a
is
picture of it?
yeah, I do. I just posted. It's not in the right shader.
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay. So to put it in the right shader, the copper bronze pieces are solid black. That
Okay.
teal blue is red.
Okay.
If
like
you've
a
seen
very
Felix's ship
dark.
in the last couple days, that's it.
I have
Yeah.
not seen his ship in the last
The
couple
last
days.
couple weeks, I have had the Star Devil Predator jump ship equipped on my character. And that word puzzle that I gave Nikki was the name of the ship. So at any point, you guys could have inspected me, saw the name, and put 2 and 2 together. But it's,
Probably.
I did stop them from paying attention. That's why I asked you specifically the first part of that, so they wouldn't pay attention.
Yeah.
So when I asked you the full thing, I didn't say it out loud.
Yep. I gave you guys the Star Devil Predators stats.
Yeah. It's very fast.
It is.
It's actually
It's worth
slower than
that.
traditional jump ships.
That's fine.
Oh, well.
Isn't
It's
it
still
also quicker
fast.
than Traditional jump ships, though.
No, all jump ships are gargantuan. All jump ships are the biggest size, except the hauler.
I'm back in my seat.
It was actually also worth a lot less than all the other ships.
That's
No.
okay. We didn't pay for it. It's fine.
So, Rune, who gave you this beauty?
Courtesy of one Lord Tyr. With the stipulation that I get to ask him any question every day, and he has to answer truthfully. So I can basically ask him if he's a fucking idiot, and he has to answer yes, because that's obviously the truth.
That's great. Sounds like you have a great deal. As I'm sitting down in the co-pilot seat.
Did I tell you that you could sit there? You?
Who else is going to sit here? You trust Nightingale to fly a ship?
Hey.
I trust Eris to fly a ship.
Fair.
I also have a question to ask Eris. Quietly.
Just be bickering with Ronan. I could play a ship, right?
So as are we just gonna tear down this barn as we leave? Probably.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
Like,
It should. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's gonna leave the barn peacefully.
It might be able to squeeze through the barn doors, but I mean,
we're destroying this barn.
It's
This
still
barn is going
evident nobody
down.
needs it. It's fine.
This barn is going down.
Squeeze as in.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Eris come sit in the co-pilot seat while I'm finishing getting everything ready for takeoff.
okay. Eris quietly goes over to the co-pilot seat, nestling in as she stares at you.
I learned some interesting information. And I think you, most of all, would be the person who would love it more than anybody. Have you ever heard of someone creating a ghost?
Not the traveler itself.
No, not the Traveler itself.
I have not heard of such a thing.
Well, you have now. I met Draven's biological brother, who is living and breathing and warm, full of blood, and not a tiny little construct.
This is quite the revelation.
He was apparently crafted between Tyr's magic and paracausal light from the Traveler.
More and more questions.
I just attract weirdos, apparently. No offense.
None taken.
I was gonna say, if Nightingale and Ronan weren't bickering over in the other room, you would have
You'd
heard
have to.
something.
You'd have to hear me. I'm speaking
That's
very
fair.
quietly to her. I'm not speaking where you can hear me, because I don't need you to know right now. I don't need you to know that Draven was originally Human.
Or adjacent.
Fire genasi, technically.
So, like I said, adjacent.
Humanoid. Well, are you ready to see your boyfriend, Eris?
Yes.
Yeah. I knew I liked you. Hey, are you two seated back there? Yes, no? If not, sit your asses down, please.
Get in,
Absolutely,
bitches. We're going to
just that.
Gambler's Seclude.
Very much so. And I will fly us to Gambler's Seclude.
All right.
Whoa.
The ship roars to life as it ascends, breaking the wooden slats above its sleek angular form, cutting through the sky like a shadow against the sun. Sounds of its engines grow louder, stirring the tall grass around the barn.
Hey guys, I think I know the name of the ship. If we don't call it Star Devil Predator. Because we didn't get to use it for anything else, and Felix doesn't have to say it that often. We call the ship Ecliptical Duality.
Yeah!
Bring it full circle. We bring it full circle.
Bring it full circle.
Huh?
I said I'm okay with that.
Better than John's name for our last ship.
What
Very
was the
much.
name of that?
Poon Snatcher was what he wanted to name it, and he painted it green, and the inside was pink because, haha, funny.
Okay.
The ramp on the back lifts, sealing you all in. You feel the ship shift slightly, the engines adjusting as Ruin takes control. And within moments, you are all heading back towards Gambler's Seclude.
At this point, because do the radio comms in ships play audibly?
Like in a speaker system?
Yeah.
Like a
I mean,
PA
there's
system.
like headsets that you can
Okay.
probably use.
I'm gonna turn it to May's frequency,
Okay.
and I'm going to contact May.
After
and say,
3
"Hey,
days.
well,
Of
technically it's been over a week. I haven't talked to her in over a week. She probably paid me. Because we were gone for 6 days.
mhm.
I'll let her know. Hey, been a while. I know, don't yell at me, please. We're back from the Feywild, and we are en route to Gambler's Seclude. But we're not walking. And you can hear like the roar, probably hear the roar of engines.
You as soon as that connection is established with May, you suddenly hear what sounds like crashing and the swerving of a sparrow as you hear May go you get the feeling that she was startled by your sudden call and fell off her skimmer.
That's great.
Checks out.
Ow, my head.
There's not much up there to hurt. It's okay.
Shut up.
Good
You're
question.
not walking? What are you? You're sprinting there? What?
Flying.
You grew wings?
No. Well, not me technically, no. I found some.
Draven grew rings?
Draven grew rings? No.
Shut up.
No, I found them.
You found a pair of wings strapped into your back.
I found a ship. Or was gifted a ship.
Ships go on water.
Oh my god. Did you hit a rock on your way down?
Dude, that was legitimately Nightingale and Eden.
You found a ship?
Well, technically it was gifted, but yes.
Who the hell gifted you a whole jump ship?
Oh, do I have a story for you?
Oh,
And insomnia. How far are you from home?
I've just been patrolling the Cosmodrome.
Is insomnia connected to this frequency? Because it is the radio at home.
Yeah, she would have access to this frequency.
Have you two been saying weird things over the radio while you've been gone? Hi, insomnia.
Hello, Moon.
Stop flirting with your soon-to-be wife over the ham radio. That's weird. You forget I have access to this too, and it's gross when you don't remember that.
May, I thought you said Rune couldn't hear those conversations.
That happened once or twice. It's fine. I shut it off real quickly. I like getting May in trouble. It's fine.
May's like, so did I. Rude. Oh, would you like that? We're approaching our destination. Gotta go. Bye.
And through the flight,
Thank you for flying Air Rune. We will be crashing in 3 seconds.
Nope.
Through the flight, I will relay all of the information that I found with Tyr and we have 6 months to save the world. They get the full, everything. And poor Eris is just sitting here listening to it, but she's aware. It's fine.
Oh, so this isn't connected to where...
No, it's headset.
Okay.
Eris could probably hear if she uses the other headset, the co-pilot headset. She could be listening.
She's not going to intrude on your conversation unless you ask her. She's just mostly minding her own business.
Playing with a rock.
Eris,
Get your rock
off my map.
But yeah, I will spend the time.
Wow, that is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
6 months, you said.
6 months.
And you might have an infernal heritage.
I might have more than just an infernal heritage.
And the person that has been contacting you has a tattoo on the same tattoo that is on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
May, mind blown. Brain cells fried.
Yeah, pretty much.
Imagine how I feel.
Well, I mean, like I said before, if you ever need our help, and now that I know that you are away from New Reese,
I don't think we're done with New Reese.
Oh?
We learned more about them. The Vanguard aren't themselves. So don't throw all your hope and trust for Petrichor out the window quite yet.
So you're saying they're being controlled like puppets?
It seems that way. It seems we were pretty correct, pretty spot on about it. So we are building a resistance volition. That you are still going to stay away from.
Count me in.
You just heard me say you're going to stay away from it.
No. You know better than to argue with her.
Yeah, but I don't want either one of you to end up like May did. They're after you two. I know I exist to a degree, but
I'm done hiding.
fine. Mutus is Gambler seclude then.
You got it.
Carefully! Don't crash. Don't fall off your swear again.
Next time, don't surprise me.
Not my fault you're easily spooked. Pay attention instead of flirting with the girlfriend.
All right.
Yeah! Guys, we have a ship.
We have a ship. That's
Jorge Mark II.
Oh God. The ship steadily cuts through the sky. The rhythm of its engines quiet, comforting in the stillness. Though the cockpit window is a vast expanse of wilderness unfolds beneath you. Shadowy forests and jagged mountains cloaked in the morning light. Inside, the ship feels alive with purpose, its confined quarters amplifying the presence of your fire team. As the minutes stretch into about maybe an hour or so, you eventually arrive in Old Amsterdam. And we are going to take a 5-minute break.
woo.
Yay!
5 minutes.
Full break time.
And we are back.
My chat, we miss you.
Hoi.
All right. So, the ship lands with a loud hiss and a gentle thud. The hum of the engines die down. The loading ramp extends, allowing you all to disembark. As you approach the outskirts of Gambler Seclude, you are struck by how much has changed in your absence. The once hidden entrance to the underground city is now unmistakable. A gaping borehole carved deep into the earth by the Shadow Legion's invasion. What was once a scar left by the enemy has been repurposed into a makeshift gateway. Testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the people here. From the air, the borehole's edges are reinforced with salvage metal plating, scraps of old vehicles, and scavenged resources from the surrounding wilderness. As you draw closer, you notice a massive crude door covering the entrance, cobbled together from steel beams and sheet metal, and yet it's sturdy yet imposing. It's flanked by 2 Scorpius turrets, Shadow Legion technology, that has been reclaimed and repurposed. The glowing red optics now scanning for threats. Perched on makeshift platforms surrounded by hastily constructed barriers for extra protection. When you land and approach the entrance, you see workers and guards stationed nearby. Some are welding additional reinforcements to the door's frame, while others patrol the area within with weapons salvaged from the enemy. Despite the rough construction, the air feels secure, and you now notice people moving with a sense of purpose. They've adapted quickly, turning the Shadow Legion tools against them. As the heavy door creaks open, the faint hum of machinery fills the air. Guard steps forward with a face lit by a soft glow reclaimed by lanterns strung around the entrance. They greet you with a subtle nod. Inside the
Guys,
tunnel leading... What's up?
We did this. We gave them this hope. We did it.
Yeah. Inside the tunnel leading into the city is a mix of salvaged Shadow Legion lights and homemade torches, casting flickering shadows on the wall. The air is cooler here. The underground expanse carrying a faint metallic scent. Further down, you hear the distant sounds of life. The hum of generators, the echo of voices, the occasional clatter of tools. The people of Gambler Seclude have taken what was left behind and made it their own. It's not polished or refined, but it's strong. functional and, most importantly, theirs. This place might have been invaded, but it's clear the spirit of Gambler Seclude's inhabitants remain unbroken. Thanks to you all.
Well, we did good.
Yeah.
So, what you guys doing? Let's change the music up. Let's go for something more energetic.
Woo!
Let's go find Drift.
I'm gonna go find Drifter.
Looks like we're giving Eris to Drifter now.
Well, we're not giving her to him.
She's
We're
her
just
own
Find
person.
Drifter regardless of what the party does.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was my plan, was to go find Drifter and return. I say return.
Return Drift. Return
give
Eris.
him- No, we're gonna return Drifter to Eris.
Okay. For real, that's how that works. Yeah.
I'm
I
so
mean,
excited.
fair enough.
All right. So, you eventually do find Drifter. You find him. You suppose that you can find him in the workshop. The workshop hums softly with the sounds of machinery. The air thick with the scent of oil and ozone. You step inside, leading Eris through the cluttered space. Drifter is at his workbench, hunched over some half-finished contraption, muttering to himself as his hands work with precision. He doesn't look up as you enter.
Get him,
Be with you
Nightingale.
in a minute.
Get him, Nightingale.
Yeah, Nightingale is going to, while he is currently occupied, I'm assuming that there's probably like a toolbox somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up probably some sort of wrench and just kind of tap him with it and be like,
I thought you were gonna like huck it at him. I'm like, Jesus.
Alright guys, I got Drifter now. No, I'm gonna sort of hand it to him out of frame where he can't really see me. Just be like, you're leaking pretty bad there.
He stops for a moment as he recognizes your voice. He looks over and has a look of surprise. Well, if it isn't my favorite gunslinger.
In the flesh. Half. Anyway.
Good to see you back, friend. And, where's your posse?
Oh, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you came out from under there.
It's kind of like a workbench that's in the middle of the room. And the rest of you guys are all like standing behind,
Gotcha.
closer to like the entrance of the workshop.
So it's more turnaround.
Yeah, or you'd be able to see if you were to just turn around. And I have a smug grin on my face the entire time.
When you finish, I'm just gonna call it, we have a surprise for you, Drifter!
And after that, I'm gonna go find Eden.
Okay. He
And leap into whatever it is that they do.
He slowly turns around. And you see that kind of casual, suave facade fall away as his eyes land on Eris. Time seems to freeze. Let's change up the music. Hang on.
We need
Hello.
something somber.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it.
That's just Nightingale as he's walking away from Drifter.
Kodiak Bear, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Have a good night.
Good night, kiddo.
Bye.
Time seems to freeze. His eyes widen. His jaw slackens. And for a rare moment, the drifter is suddenly and utterly speechless. He watches his usual air of cocky confidence dissolves into something raw, unguarded. His hands still gripping the tool he'd been using fall to his sides with a clatter, as if his body can't keep up with the realization of what he's seeing. Eris stands just at the doorway. Her expression calm, but you can see the faintest hint of softness in her eyes as she looks at him. The silence between them is charged heavy with months of separation, an unspoken longing. Hey, Moondust. Drifter says, his voice cracking slightly in the nickname carrying a weight you hadn't expected. Steps out from behind the workbench. His movement hesitant as if he's afraid she might disappear. Eris closes the gap, her steps steady, her gaze never leaving his. Drifter holds out his hands, Eris returning the gesture, placing them in his. You're real. You're actually here. I am. They grip around each other. The grip around each other's hands tighten. Nightingale, as soon as you try to go find Eden steps forward. Seeing you first and then seeing Eris. Her expression full of warmth and relief, seeing you and then immediately seeing Eris. Eris. Took you long enough. Drifter's charms returns, but his voice still wavers. Don't act like you didn't miss her as much as I did. Maybe I did. But it's good to have you back, Eris. Eden steps past you, Nightingale, stepping closer, and pulling both of them in for a hug. The three of them stand there for a moment, a quiet reunion filled with relief and love.
Just admiring them.
Okay. You all watch from a respectful distance, letting them have this moment. The air feels lighter now. The bond between them a reminder that even in the darkest times, there's still room for love and hope. Drifter looks up, seeing you all standing in the doorway. Get in here, y'all. Group hug.
Actually, I think I'll say, okay, never mind.
If Eden didn't get him, I would.
I was going to say
grabs you by Nightingale. Eden grabs you by the wrist, pulling you into this group hug.
That's great. We love each other.
I was going to say, if you guys didn't, I was getting him with the grappling hook.
He's not. Put that thing away.
I wasn't going to tase you again.
What? Oh, wait, you go blind playing with that thing, you know?
Maybe I will tase you again.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Put it away. Well, twice was enough, thank you.
I assume both Ronan and Rune are also joining into this group hug.
better if I
Yeah.
get forced into this.
where this little family feels lighter, Rune feels so much heavier.
Hmm.
But you'll
No.
never see it.
Nightingale.
Yes.
As you join into the group hug, you feel a hand gently touch your shoulder. Looking over, you notice Eden. It's Eden's. She gives you a sideways glance with a smirk before closing her eyes, enjoying this group embrace.
Oh, that's right. I feel like stone on my back. Forgot that was a thing. My back feels like stone.
That,
I have an interesting torso right now.
oh boy.
Because I didn't tell my fire team about it. They don't know. Well,
Hey, we just get a pat and it's just like rock hard.
yep.
Is there something hot on your back, or are you happy to see me?
Sorry.
Yes to both.
So, as you all enjoy this moment, eventually the moment does pass.
Yeah.
And you are all home within Gambler's Seclude once more. What are you guys doing?
As happy as this reunion is, I regret to inform you, it's not as happy as we want it to be.
Fine.
Yes, let Nightingale break the news to them.
Okay.
So,
We'll say after everybody has had their moment and some time has passed.
I don't know, I'm distracted with Eden and with Drifter, but then Eris reminds me, oh yeah, right. Viva la Revolution.
Viva la revolution!
So, Drifter, as much as I hate to tell you this, we didn't come here with good news, per se. While Eris might be the cherry on top, she's certainly not the whole Sunday.
Eris's hand in Drifter's hand. He just listens to you intently.
I will proceed to go on and explain the whole, we have 6 months. We're trying to find some things. I don't know if I'll go into too much detail unless Rune interrupts me about the details.
He's aware of the artifact. He's the one who sent us to Eris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah,
So,
you can be fully
explain.
transparent with Drifter.
Yeah. I'll explain the whole 6 months to find these 5 things. We were in the Feywild for 3 days. We lost an extra 3 days in the process.
The Feywild is wild.
Yeah.
Some crazy
So we've
shit goes on in there.
We've taken care of the barrier between the Feywild and the material plane, to my knowledge anyway, I guess. And we brought Eris to help us explain. She's explained a little bit, but in terms of actually tracking these things, we have to rely on Rune.
So,
And so
we got
and then-
roughly 173 days before the end of the world. Well, more
roughly.
like the end of everything.
Yeah, that's not all though. I'm also going to explain the Praxic Order and their current shenanigans. Like, we knew the Praxic Order was bad, but what they're actually doing, we don't know if they're being controlled by something bad or if they are just this bad. Meaning that the current Vanguard is actually just being puppets to some greater threat that we don't know about. In great detail, anyway.
I knew there was something a little fishy going on with the Vanguard. It's not like them to make radical decisions like that. Usually it takes
Not like them
some
to tell their
months
friends.
to get anything done. But this is almost on another level.
Yeah.
I see what you sent me.
That does kind of bring us back to my thoughts of if everyone of New Reese decided to rise up against this power, but at the same time, they have unknown technology able to control the Vanguard.
You're forgetting and suppress the powers of a guardian.
Hmm. If they can do that, then I'm pretty sure they can mow down a few civies, no problem. After all, if it's in the sake of peace, the Praxic Order would do anything.
Well, I'm all for a revolution, brother. You can count me in.
Well, first we need to know what we're up against, I guess. We need to find out more information on this new Vanguard person. I have a funny feeling he's the problem.
You mean the representative of the Praxic Order,
Mm-hmm.
who is also, I think, the leader of the Praxic Order from what we've heard.
Uh-huh.
From Ormus's letter, he is, I don't know if it says his species or his race, but his name he goes by the name Axius. And he is how you described the leader of the Praxic Order.
I know I wrote it down in my notes. I'm just trying to find it.
The biggest a-hole of the group of a-holes.
Yeah.
We know he's a tiger person.
Yeah.
That wasn't in Ormus's note, but that was in information that we were given.
Yeah,
from
by
between
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Yeah, was it between
Mhm.
Bjorn and from
Valkyria.
what little bit? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what glimmer of a person that Ormus did see. Yeah. But that's about it.
First things first. We gotta find whatever these resonance keys are.
Mm-hmm.
If they can help with the cause. Make us a little more stronger to go against these folk. Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, from what I understand, keys are with disciples, I believe they're called.
Disciples of the Witness.
Yes.
Like Rolk.
Is that whose glaive I have? Whose glaive do I have?
Rolk's glaive.
No, I have Is it Rolf's glaive that I have? I thought
It's
it was
Rolf's
Nezareth's
glaive.
glaive that I had.
No.
It's Rolk's.
Nezarek doesn't have a glaive.
Yeah.
He has a scythe.
Yeah. It's the glaive
Like
Bjorn spent the last session studying.
they mentioned the disciples, and it's just like I readjust knowing what's sitting here. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hello, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
I mean, one can only assume the keys are in their weapons or on their person.
Which means we either need to convince them to give them up peacefully or kill them. Most likely the kill them part.
I was about to say, I don't think they're gonna go down without a fight, brother.
That being said, we have 6 months to trace every single one of them. Just
5
about.
more.
Who knows
Five
how many
more.
disciples there are, though? There may be 5 keys, but who knows how many disciples there are?
That makes things more complicated.
Yeah.
We have a lot
Especially-
of complications.
Especially if they got eyes and ears everywhere.
Right.
It's not our only biggest concern, though. And I just kind of glance at Ronan for a moment before looking back towards conversation.
That's right, to Drifter. Ronan is a completely different elf now. Just
You sick,
hey,
brother?
You got a tan.
You-
Nice.
You got a tan, brother? Looks good.
Was a tanning place the sun?
No, Ryan. The tanning place is named the Golden Gun going off nearby.
Sorry. Was good for you? Or... But yeah.
I don't think there's any way that I can track things from a great distance, unfortunately.
So, right now we're going off of rumors about the disciples.
Which is why we've come to you. You've got eyes and ears everywhere.
That I
What have
do,
you heard?
brother. Well, not much from what you've told me. But
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of hoo-ha, doesn't it?
I do have some people, some guardians under my payroll that can help us out. I'll see what they can find. Looks like it's gonna be up to us to stop the end of the world.
Great. Well, what I've always wanted to hear. Yay.
We're the reason the world might not end. Great.
What, these?
Y'all are the
That was a
reason
bunch of
why we might not have a campaign 4.
Yeah, us bunch of misfits and idiots, and me, the kingpin of the idiots. I really think we're...
173 days, in-game days.
Whoa.
To be fair, we've done well so far.
We may have done well this far, but if we have to face a disciple, that might be a bigger question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the math right now. If you guys collected, you guys, it's what am I trying to say?
A key a month.
Yeah, roughly a key a month, like 34 days per key, with the allotted time that you guys have remaining.
And we don't know where to start.
Yeah, that.
And then we also have the keeping an eye on our back for the one coming after Ronan.
Well, hi. That's a thing.
Well,
Let's
I
not
also
tell
keep a
Drifter
fresh
that.
quarter off my tail.
alright. I didn't want to say anything, but... If we think... I don't know. I'm trying to be helpful here. Let's say we pursue Jay and help Ronan here with his problem. Do you think that could lead us anywhere? Or would it just be more pointless conflict?
I don't believe it's going to be pointless conflict. I don't know if it's going to help us in our current goal, but it will stop us from being paranoid at every turn that someone is going to come for Ronan.
Great.
We got a ship. I know where she's at.
What's the plan when we run into her then?
Interrogation.
I mean, all it spells we convince her to work with us because if she slows us down, the world's going to end, and then what?
The world ends, she ends, the higher being helping her ends. That's great.
Well, I mean, who knows if this god that has forsaken you decides to help us? Maybe they can.
I mean, it's better than the entire world ending.
I glance at Eris. I look at Eris. In theory, we might know where a disciple is.
Oh.
I don't know if we can handle that at our current moment. And I'm just dead focused on Eris because of our conversation about my abilities.
What you talking about?
Do you wish to speak privately?
No. They're my friends. They should know.
Should know
And
what?
my power comes directly from one known as the Dark Queen, who happens to be a disciple of the Witness, who this world, at one point, presumed her dead, which might trigger something with Drifter. The Drifter was around for that, sort of.
Sort of.
Most people who have been alive that long would know about that incident.
Yeah. You're not saying that it was his eyes widen at the realization. Tiamat?
There it is.
You son of a bitch. We killed our one.
You killed her on the material plane, motherfucker. You didn't kill her in her home plane of existence.
You know what? You know what?
You also got to remember, Tiamat, in of her own right, is a god.
Nope, she's demoted.
Ooh.
I mean, fair.
In theory, she's a basic door guardian because she doesn't rule that realm anymore. That was Zariel. Zariel took over, and Tiamat became basically guard dog. But that's neither here nor there. That's not our lore. But if she is anything, still like she was that day, the three of us cannot take her on right now.
Definitely not, sister.
Tiamat sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar?
I'm of a mind with Ronan.
It was the entity that Val's team, Val and Petrichor, took on the day the Traveler supposedly exploded and ended up, well,
That was
Feywild at one point.
that was roughly 8 years ago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
I was resurrected. I do remember that.
Yeah, same here.
I'm apparently a beacon for trouble.
Great.
I was rezzed on the day she left. And she's very aware of who I am. That first
Well,
nightmare, she spoke directly to me.
Well, this group seems to have a problem with pissing off higher beings. Great.
I'll say.
I mean, in theory, I apparently am friends with entities in higher places, so I don't know what that
Hanging out with
means.
y'all is gonna kill me.
You're stuck with us
Not
now,
really,
brother.
I was going to say, you better not stop now. You might die when you leave us.
Oh, I know. Ruin wouldn't let me hear the end of it. Or Eden. Or Drifter.
Why not see this to the end? You've made it this far.
Well, I got nothing better to do.
And if you didn't like us,
Besides-
you would have walked away weeks ago, to be fair.
I tried.
You didn't try hard enough.
No, I didn't. It was too much work. But so is this fire team sometimes. But, you know, I'm starting to think maybe it's worth it. We'll find out.
Oh, we love you too.
Yeah, let's stick a popsicle on it. I guess that leaves us with... Alright. So there's Tiamat.
Not an option
The-
right now.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. The only
Or-
disciple we know of is also the one that we're not going to touch. So that's
Yeah.
great.
Well,
The other four we have no
at least
idea
we
about.
know. We know something. It's better than not knowing.
That's
A
true.
little bit of bitterness in my voice when I say it.
Directed at Draven. Cough, cough, Draven, cough, cough.
No, that's not it. It's just audibly. It's the one little moment of crack in her currently well-placed mask.
Well,
Not going after Tiamat. Can't go after the other four because we don't know who or what or where they are. So it seems Jay might be our only option right now.
Zivu Arath.
Oh.
Oh.
her again?
Oh. Ugh.
Her again? We just...
When we dealt with
She-
some of her-
Yeah, I guess.
She is more devoted than any disciple. Why did I give Eris a English accent?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Zivu Arath is more devoted than any disciple.
Yeah, that's
If
how we got here.
anybody-
Was
Anyone would have a resonance key. A hive god of war would have one.
Let's not deal with a Hive God of War at the moment. I don't think we can deal with that.
yeah. I'm gonna. Say, how exactly do you fight a hive god of war? Espionage.
With
The
another
killing
of
of her
equal power.
brood. The killing of her brood only strengthens her.
Yeah, that's my point.
So we invite her to a tea party.
You think
That's
she'll
probably the
sit
best idea
down
I've heard so far.
I was gonna say.
Or
you
Oh, we
think she'll sit
find
down for tea?
someone strong enough to challenge her head on.
Ooh, like that. Oh, what was her name? The one fox lady we met with Eris.
Lorelai.
No lie.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know if that was directed at us or your phone, but
No, it was you guys.
I guess we could always talk to her about some sort of power against this Sivu Arath. Stupid bug. I can't get anywhere.
Well, Eris, you're good with Hive. What's your opinion?
Zivu Harath has yet to make her presence known, but I will do my research. Once I know of something, of a potential lead on resonance keys, you will be the first to know.
Which leads us back to square one. How can we
Evening.
prepare in the meantime?
Like I said, I can get scouts out there searching.
our best option is to either go after Jay or stay here and wait. I'd rather be doing something, so let's go after Jay.
You just want to.
I know that spider did want to talk to you specifically, Nightingale. I don't know about what.
Oh,
but
really?
He says
Spider wanting to talk to me.
he did say when you got back, he did want to have a one-on-one with you.
Good luck.
I see. Great. All
Are you
right.
sure you want to go it alone?
This is a great
Yeah, I'll
song
go
to
with
build
it.
up tension.
If I need back, Quicksilver, we'll let you know. All right. Okay,
I don't
Quicksilver.
I don't trust him.
I don't either. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and I hate to break it to you, he's not exactly a person that can be thrown easily.
Stole the
I'm
words
sure-
right out of my mouth.
I'm pretty sure all three of us almost shot him the last time we interacted with him.
Which is why I'm the one that did the talking.
But what if you bring him a gift to make him a little easier to pry information out of?
Get him a Playboy.
What kind of gift do you have in mind?
Give me 20 minutes?
Would you like some help with that gift?
No.
No.
I'm gonna
what?
make the thing we talked about.
I'm interested in seeing what you're talking about. As long as it doesn't explode, I'm okay
It
with
won't.
it.
It won't.
Can you,
I'm not gonna
can you tell me what the
sabotage
Knock
thing is
yourself
again?
out,
I'm gonna make a mini Draven mech. It's got a little wind up top, little wind up top, and when you wind it up, it does backflips. He
I
wanted my
love this.
he wanted my mech, so I'm gonna give him his own shitty version.
You know what? I love that. I'll wait 20 minutes.
This will probably cost maybe $250 Glimmer.
With my 10% deduction.
Without that, so go ahead and
Actually, Nikki, how much is it?
It's less than it's 10% off of 250.
posture check. Thank
25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you 25 Glimmer to make it. Don't worry.
no, it's not gonna make it's 25 off the 250.
So it's 225.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
I got that. I'll
Okay.
give it to you. Like, it
Cool.
is so inexpensive.
I've never seen those toys. Those are so cool.
The dogs that flip.
Yeah.
Did you go look one up?
No,
No,
Ryan
posted
sent a GIF in the last light.
Yeah.
Bark, 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 bark.
I've heard about them, like in Fairy Odd Parents, Flipsy.
Yeah.
This isn't the one I wanted. The one I wanted was like this really sleek robot dog that had wheels for arms, but I just could not find it.
Oh, you ever got
I
like
forget
one of
what it's
those
called.
like robots? The like those like white
If
robots.
you want to tech check, it's
Oh, I know
26.
I know what you're talking about.
It's not that hard of a tech. What's the
found
lowest
it.
you can roll?
It's like this.
with a natural 1, it's a 12.
Oh,
But
you're
with a
fine.
natural 2, it's 13.
You're fine. What's your modifier?
Plus 11.
Oh, you're fine. DC's like 5.
I have expertise in technology and
In the words of Matt
for
Mercer,
reception.
the DC's not that high. You're building a sandcastle.
They still failed.
Yeah.
They
They-
still failed that
What?
check.
What?
They rolled a natural 1. and Grog knocked it over.
Go watch Critical
Great.
Role
I'm just
Campaign 1.
imagining like
It's great.
Sokka building in the sand. It's yeah, right.
I just realized something. The limited time you guys have, no beach episodes for this party.
Nope. That's fine.
No.
We'll just go swim by a river of lava. It's fine.
River
I
Styx.
mean, we do. Depending on where we land, we do have to traverse the river Styx between levels.
I mean, we could always end up doing a beach episode in the Shadowfell as well.
No,
Where in the Shadowfell is a beach?
nowhere.
Ronan,
What?
he's a beach. No? Oh, come on.
Okay.
Fine, whatever. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I'm gonna walk up
I didn't even hear
to
what you
Nightingale with
I said
called
Ronan's the
98.
beach.
Rodin's the bitch. I'm gonna walk up after about 20-25 minutes. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna hold out the mini mech, the mini Draven mech to Nightingale, and I'm gonna turn the little like crank, and it's gonna flip in my hand.
Oh, he is gonna love this.
He wanted my mech.
He'll get
It's
the
shitty. It
version
doesn't
of
do
it.
much, but
So he'll get the shitty version. Good.
Quicksilver, be so kind as to hold on to this from.
Quicksilver transmits it. It's not even going to take up a memory slot.
you're getting rid of it like in 10 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Call us if you need us.
You know I will. Oh, and please try not to badmouth me with Eden, okay?
Oh, no promises. No promises at all.
Great. Thanks. That's just what I wanted to hear. Come on, Quicksilver, get that.
Girl gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna get to hear like her. She's gonna get the first it's probably just her and Ronan and Eden, and I am just complaining and bitching about Tyr. I am so fed up right now.
You know for a fact that Tyr can hear this.
Oh,
Rune probably does.
Oh, Rune knows. Because I'm not only speaking it, I'm thinking it. Like I am full on thinking every negative word that I say, and every frustration and every sense of hurt and anger. Mild attraction, but more hurt and anger.
And I'm just imagining like the little closed captions in parentheses, exactly what you're thinking, extra hard.
All bold, italicized.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm going to state that after like 5 minutes of Nightingale leaving, I'm following him just to make sure I'm like outside
Close
the doorway.
enough.
Yeah, close enough that I can respond easily.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm going to be very. I want to. Can I perceive this?
While you're speaking, I'll be right back.
Do you want me to make a stealth check?
If you want to, if you're actually actively trying to.
I mean, stealthily getting over there and being hidden seems like a smart play.
Okay. Yeah.
I will attempt to perceive you, my friend.
Is there another weekly dungeon this week?
Oh,
Hang on.
I don't.
Oh, let me check Light GG. Weekly dungeon is toast.
Ghosts and prophecy.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, both not that good.
I have what I
got
wanted from Ghost, so.
Navigator?
Yeah,
Do you have the
Navigator.
catalyst?
I don't.
We should do a catalyst run at some point. Because I also have it. It's just going and kicking the shit out of a secret boss.
Oh, okay.
What was your thingy, Mr. Devon?
26.
I got a 15.
You don't know I'm following you. Good.
No, I do not.
So as you cross into the House of Spider, Elixni here look at you with quiet reverence. You suspect stories have been shared regarding the heist on the Shadow Legion base, as well as freeing Xerix and Fernando. Walking into a dimly lit corridor ahead of you is the doors to Spider's chamber. Opening the doors, you see the heavy-set Elixni sitting on their metallic throne. The shell of a dead ghost in their hands, playing with it like a Rubik's Cube. Well, look who it is. The bird has finally returned to their nest.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I bothered. You should clean up the place. I heard you wanted to see me.
Why, yes. I have a job you might be interested in. A few months back, a fallen house that went by the name of Sand was completely destroyed by a single guardian. I sent one of my scavenger parties into the house to recover some ether a couple weeks back, and they have yet to return. Missing or possibly killed. I want you to investigate their last known location and recover the ether.
And in return,
Vengeance.
vengeance.
You see, the ether that was taken from me wasn't stolen by any rival house or Shadow Legion, but rather someone close to you. A cardinal.
How do you know that?
She left her calling card. If vengeance for vengeance sake isn't enough, then perhaps we can make a deal. You bring me something of theirs to prove that you did the deed, and bring back the ether, I'll give you a little something extra.
Is ether all you're wanting out of this?
Just the ether, my friend.
Why did you call for me specifically?
Well, I figure you've been hunting for her, for the Cardinal. I thought of you. I thought you should be I thought... Alright, let me start over. I figure since you have been hunting for her, I thought you should know. You are in the business of bounty hunting, after all.
Yeah. How did I know?
And I decided to leave this prey for you.
How generous. Or should I say, it's because you can't take her down on your own.
Possibly.
You have eyes and ears everywhere, don't you? And
Emphasis on the eyes.
perhaps. But maybe I can discuss this a little further with you. You probably know what we're already after. Do you not?
I do. I know that you have been after her.
I will pay you handsomely for some information.
It's funny. Because I figured, since I let you take one of my prized bodyguards, Xerix, you owed me. Funny how that works.
No. You see, that's where your little pea brain has gotten it all mixed up. We paid you full in gold. Or glimmer in this case. But even with that debt paid, I am inclining to buy information from you. I, myself, personally.
Very well. What would you like to know?
I want to know Disciples of the Witness. Whatever you got, information.
Quite a hefty price.
Glimmer is no issue.
If that's the case,
Tell you what, I'll mark this down for you. 100,000 glimmer in this little thing. I say as I transmat the little jumpy dog.
You wind it up and it flips.
Okay, it'll just flip.
Quite an
Rune saw you.
interesting toy.
Rune saw you eye in her mech. So she made you a tiny one. As a gift.
How generous.
This truly is a gift. But it is no contribution to my pricing. It is merely for, how one says, reputation.
From what I know of these disciples are only rumors. Callus has not been seen in a while.
Callus?
From what I know,
Yes.
the Emperor, the Cabal Emperor, they're so revered. And quite narcissistic, if you ask me.
I thought he was dead.
So did everyone else. But who do you think is controlling the Shadow Legion?
Alright, you've caught my interest. So, what I know is Cebu Arath and now Callus. And one more to not be named. Well then,
Technically, two more. You now know Rolk was one, Callus
Yeah.
possibly, Zevu Arath, Tia Bob. Two
Okay.
more.
Gotcha. And look. Alright, Spider. Tell you what. This isn't just a deal about information. Here's what's gonna happen. And I'm going to elaborate about learning about how the witness destruction is going to come about very shortly. And say something along the lines of revolution is great. We need it. We need any allies we can possibly get. Of course, he is not one necessarily to make allies. And sure, he can let everybody die. I'm not planning on paying for him to join us, but it would be a shame if his shiny things were to suddenly disappear and he was no longer able to enjoy them, even if he was the last one alive.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. I'm good at that. Uh, 21.
Very well, little bird. I will join this little revolution of yours. Only because the Praxic Order was so nice enough to banish me and my people. I now have a reason to go back and
I'm
serve
glad
up some
to see your way.
vengeance.
Speaking of vengeance, I'll take you up on your offer. I'll investigate. Seeing as how it's down my road anyway. I'll get you your ether back. Or at least try. That I can guarantee.
Start your search in the town of Ramshorn, North Africa.
Thank you for giving me the city's name.
Oh.
Until our next transaction. Spider.
Pleasure doing business with you. Come
And I'm
back
gonna
when
leave.
you have the ether.
I'm gonna leave, and I'm probably just gonna hear him in the background just start with the little dog flipping in his hand. I love it when he does that. But yeah, I'll be heading up. The question is, do I run into Ronan at this point?
Am I right? I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I mean, if Ronan wants to be seen, I don't know where Ronan is hanging out.
I mean, not too far out the main gate, just in case Nightingale's like, hey, I need backup. I did something dumb.
Okay.
Yeah, right outside the doors to Spider's chamber, you see Ronan just chilling against the wall.
Huh.
It's quite easy to sneak in here, actually.
Well, you don't trust me enough?
No, this was just in case
Just in case what?
anything.
Well, how about we just in case out of here, okay?
Fair enough. The one I
and
don't
I'm
trust
gonna-
is Spider, so...
You're... I think we have created some sort of...
Understanding?
tree for the time being. Afterwards, I don't really know what to say, but I can definitely say... Viva la revolution. And I'm just gonna kind of mutter in Sylvan to Ronan, don't you think it's a nice day for a revolution?
Sylvan.
Yeah,
Do you speak Sylvan?
I do speak Sylvan.
I don't. I speak Elven.
I'm still gonna mutter it. You'd be like, what the hell you say?
You're talking
Viva la
shit.
revolution! Anyway,
You're talking
continuing.
shit.
I'll be talking on the comms, explaining to everybody what has happened so far. What I said, word for word, if I can.
Okay.
And then probably going, yeah, you know, I'm a spider. I'm sitting on my ass because I can't do anything myself. Yada yada. You know, classic impersonation of Spider. So good.
Yeah.
But anyway, besides that.
Okay. So,
A witty rhetoric.
with Nightingale returned and filling you all in what this meeting entailed, what is your plan?
Oh yeah, I should probably iterate that I dropped 100,000 glimmer for him.
You have 100,000 glimmer?
I had 100,000 glimmer.
How?
I had 123,000 glimmer, almost 124, but I spent 225 on a little dog.
Oh, that's right. He got some extra money elsewhere.
Oh.
Because he handed me 10k of it. Don't fall, please. Oh God, are you good, buddy?
So now I'm back down to
Need help?
23,000. But that's okay.
Got you.
Consider it a generous
Hi.
donation
Here, buddy.
of goodwill and reputation.
His butt sudden he got scared.
No.
In campaign 4, Nightingale's gonna be running the streets instead of Spider.
And that's very possible because I might kill him.
That's fine. You could do it in campaign 4 though.
I might kill him before campaign 4.
I'll join you.
Wait, Spider or Nightingale? Yes.
Yes.
Spider.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean you're gonna kill me?
Nikki
What did I
red-string
do?
some. Nikki possibly red-string some stuff, and if it's true, I'm gonna kill him.
What, you think he's a disciple?
No, I think he's a rat
He is a
who
rat.
wants to get on people's good side.
Oh no, he's the rat for the Brexit quarter. You son of a bitch.
Because somebody has to know I exist.
And how would they know?
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Oh no. I just
He
borked it, didn't I, guys?
He doesn't know your abilities, so we didn't show him your abilities.
But he has eyes and ears
Oh,
that
that's
work for
right.
him.
That's right.
I'm gonna just let this red web continue on.
I'm gonna kill Xerix.
Could be Xerix. She could have been double crossing you guys all this
swear,
time.
if we just saved Fernando, I'm gonna murk him and his family. Except for the little baby.
I'm not gonna murk them. I'm
And
gonna
then
murk
burn down the
Spider.
orphanage instead.
Anywho, so our plan is to go hit what we originally planned. Go after Jay.
Yes, we're gonna go after Jay. Adam Zeden, I mean.
Can I head straight there
Next
now?
up, Ramshorn, North Africa.
Cool. I'm gonna go get your ship ready.
Cool.
I'll be wondering to myself.
I get my one question of the day
All right.
as I am walking, and I say as I'm walking, as I like sit down into the driver's seat, essentially. I want to know more than I'm important. I'm gonna ask, who am I really to you?
First of all, ouch.
Deserved.
Second of all, my wife.
Really just ripping the band-aid off without Yeah, okay.
He did promise and honest answers.
He did promise honest answers. Like, if they're packing things up and I took off to make sure the ship's ready, like, they're gonna walk in. That probably is the moment that she, like, head desks the, like, control panel.
You good?
No!
As Roden is getting into the co-pilot's seat.
No!
I'm guessing your one question revealed more information than you wanted.
No, but yes, but no. I'm married. Just out of nowhere.
You just get like the strangest look from Night. Just like
I'm married and
okay,
I didn't even know it. What happened in Vegas last night?
No, okay, so I didn't tell you guys that I got one question. You just like there was no. I didn't tell you that I'm getting one question every.
Oh,
honest
I thought
answer.
you
No,
had mentioned that.
no,
Okay.
I did not. But not really.
My
you
question
would
just
probably ask like, "Hey, what happened when you
Do
had
you
death?"
want-
Just like,
Do you want to re-explain it to Foxy because he is asking? So what's this thing about Rune asking a question and always getting the honest answer?
Okay, so Tyr, a person who is deeply connected to Rune's backstory, knows who I am, whereas I don't have my memories, and has been
Good.
withholding
No,
that
darn it.
information along with my ghost, because he's not going to necessarily know all that information. That's why we can't use it for that. So I get one question that is an absolute honest answer.
Yeah. Questions about
Pretty much.
backstory.
I mean,
That
in
stuff
theory,
Rune wouldn't know.
yeah, in theory, could answer questions about one of them, but yeah. So like in head desk, and you're just like, "What's up?" And it's just out of the blue. Apparently, I'm married. What?
sorry.
You're married. Okay.
What's it,
Okay. So, finishing, getting everything ready. The ship came with a promise. I get to ask Tyr. I can speak to Tyr whenever I want to in my head, apparently because of this.
Cool.
Holding up the tattoo.
Oh.
And I have apparently berated him enough. Not that he didn't deserve it. But I've also berated and questioned Draven's loyalty in the last 48 hours.
Oh, that explains why he was moping like a sad puppy.
Probably. But I get, every day, one honest answer. And he and everyone else keep saying I'm important to him. Apparently I'm his wife?
It's information.
So, why are you here and not there?
Well, can't ask that right now. I used my one question.
I mean, isn't marriage usually till death? So technically, you're not married to him?
I'm technically alive again, so...
Yes, but you did die, so...
And...
I think there's
But
a
I'm
little more
back.
to it than that, Ronan. Look at her arm. Maybe it's like some sort of betrothal marking, I guess, maybe. I don't know. A curse? Beats me.
Hey, Draven,
I don't know
you want to be
that.
nice? Is that what it is?
He only says in your head.
Spot on.
That's exactly what it is, Nightingale. Thank you.
Oh, lovely.
Said,
Out in the dark, a rather good one though. Too bad I can't do that in person. Man. Yeah, don't worry, I'm working on it.
what, your aim?
Fired. Well, I mean, if I'm sharp with my wit, maybe my gun will be as sharp.
You've done just fine recently. Don't doubt yourself.
It's not.
It was only when we first met you were missing your shots.
Well, that's because.
You were about to say
because-
pretty girl, huh?
Well,
I just like
what?
spin the chair around and look at him.
No, avoiding eye contact immediately. Like, I think.
That you have made a mistake of some kind and won't admit to yourself that you think I'm pretty.
No.
So,
I've made a mistake of some kind. Well, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't know you were married, so, you know.
I didn't either. Let's be honest. I mean, do I really know that he's being truthful? I'm going to assume he's being truthful.
We can assume? I hope. Maybe?
Well, then, I'm just gonna mind my business. Over here.
Sit.
I
There's like, I'm gonna sit.
Okay, here we go. Take us to Ramshorn, North Africa, if you'd be so kind. Here are the
Will
coordinates.
do. Ew.
All right.
I'm just gonna like nudge him with my elbow when he walks by.
Hmm.
Your call when it comes to Jay, not ours.
Yeah, I guess.
No, there's no guess. Your call how we handle the situation.
Just. Let me talk to her and see what I do next.
You got it.
I will stay hidden. I don't know if
Yeah,
she'll...
that's probably
You can
smart
stay
idea.
on the ship if you would like.
No, not on the ship at the very least.
Hey, Quicksilver, you have a direct link to Draven and Mono, right?
I sure do.
Yeah, because we'll probably end up using it.
We're gonna leave right as like Maid and Insomnia are landing.
Yeah, that's right. They were just getting there.
Okay, I don't think we would have
I feel
like,
like they
we're
would have
getting
arrived there by the time
like as we're
done with
getting
Spider.
ready.
Like, you know, like even when I was talking to Spider, that's probably when they showed up. Maybe.
But like they
To
would be
fair, maybe
disembarking
only
as like we're
only like maybe a couple hours have passed.
the
Top,
and they're getting a little
top
scared.
atmospheric speed of a hawk is 560. So
They would be getting there as we're getting ready to leave.
yeah, pretty much. You guys probably spent like maybe.
us in the window.
But that portrait.
Bye! We're leaving!
Well, I haven't taken off yet. So.
Yeah. So, Are you just heading off?
Well, I'm inputting coordinates. Like, we probably see them land, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Do we leave now? Or do we want to talk to them first?
Yeah, we got time.
I explained what my ship looks like. So, like, you can see the engines are starting up, and like the ramp's still down, so we're not leaving quite yet.
Yeah. You hear over the comms, May says as they haven't landed yet. They're more like circling around, seeing the ship hum to life. Where are you going? We just got
Come talk to me
here.
for a minute. I know. Come talk to me for a minute. We have limited time.
All right. May lands her ship, sort of behind yours to the off to the side, and
Our pretty ship.
I'm just polishing Quicksilver and Sword right quietly to myself.
I'm gonna have Draven give you a popsicle.
I can't hold it right now. I'm a little busy. But thank you.
Put the ghost down. Eat the popsicle.
Just
Put the ghost down. Eat the popsicle. You're upset. Depression. Eat. It's fine.
May
I'll
and
just stick it in
Insomnia
my mouth
both
and go back to
stepping out of the ship, approaching yours. May, hands at her side, just like admiring it.
Like, as she walks in, I just spin the chair around to face her. Hello.
I swear you're full of surprises.
There's another one!
Shut up!
Tell me about
point-
it.
I point at both of them. You zip your lips right now. Shut up. We don't have time. We do not have time to unpack that can of worms right now. Shut up!
Whatever you say.
I will hurt you with that popsicle.
Yeah, okay.
And not a fun way.
Yeah, okay. Don't mind me, crunchy.
So,
Well, we have a slight lead on something
okay.
involving Nightingale and possibly Ronan at some point.
Yo. She probably notices the whole darker tone.
Don't
Nice
question
tan.
it. That's another.
I just got that from Drifter and Nightingale, so.
Yeah, I mean, it does look good on you.
You look less dead.
That was mean.
Well, I mean, it
It's
wasn't
not wrong,
off-
but it's still mean.
Yes, it wasn't wrong.
Anywho,
That's a whole.
so we
I don't
are
unpack
on
either.
our way to Africa to follow a lead that was given to us by Spider, which I don't know how well I trust that lead at all, but
As far as we can throw him.
No, the lead is right. I heard information from herself, and he just happened to tell me the place.
still don't trust him. He does weird things for money, so who knows who he actually talks to.
A lead about
Well-
what exactly?
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna
Anything
worry
involving my little sister, I'm going to worry
She
about.
is not supposed to be involved. The only reason she is involved is because we're
as
using
she
her
is
ship.
clenching her fists.
it's not me. It has nothing to do with me.
It's
I'm
just
going as support. Yes, I'm not going to let both of them go into anything unnecessary.
we're killing time, and I'm going to tie up loose ends. That's it.
Okay.
Drifter and Eris are in Drifter's workshop.
If you need some
Yeah.
more information, they can tell you.
Harris is back.
Yeah, we got her back.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did tell her. Like,
Yeah.
We got her back.
okay. I'll go find out from them. Since you're in a
Well-
hurry.
We are.
Nice ship.
Thanks.
If you
We'll find
need
out if it's
anything
worth it
or
or
need
not.
any backup,
We'll call.
We'll let you know one way or another.
Yeah. Don't give
Don't
Drifter
worry,
a hard
we'll
time.
keep her safe. I promise.
you better. Rango.
Why are you?
I see you call me that right up until you hear what she has to say.
Shut up! I'm gonna
story
walk
to
up and I'm
tell,
gonna
don't you
hug.
worry.
I'm gonna hug both of them.
Yeah, they,
You know,
they
Nightingale,
returned
you
the-
keep
Not forgetting, but forgetting that is still there.
You know, Nightingale, one of these days I'm gonna watch Rune murder you, and it will be quite
What is
enjoyable.
this thing on your back?
Oh,
That's right. I forgot, but I didn't forget. I'm gonna throw my right hand out to the side and watch the pyramid tech manifest into the glaive.
so that's what I saw. That's cool.
That's crazy.
This is the first time I've seen her
I
do
didn't know
that.
you could
so-
do that. Did you know that she could do that? Could you do that?
What?
No. It has nothing to do with our abilities. It actually belonged to Rock that they killed several months ago.
There's a helicopter
So-
flying over my house.
I hear I did.
Yeah, as you were talking, we could hear it.
Yeah, you could probably hear it when I'm talking into the mic, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, there's a hospital like a block away, and they have like a helipad. So
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But no, we're looking for the keys. That's what I told you about. We were looking for the resonant keys. Well, it was in the weapon. And Eris
Kitty.
gifted me the weapon,
mhm.
and I'm gonna let it crawl back up my arm and reset back underneath the cloak. It's really incredibly an interesting weapon,
Excuse
to
me.
be fair.
like,
Cats. Cats are awful.
Bye. So, I had to figure out an interesting way to hide it.
And that you did.
Protective.
I wonder if
think
you could
for-
use it as a
for-
makeshift shield from being shot from the backside.
Well, it's covering my spine. It's wrapped around, and I'll move the cloak, and it's wrapped around like a spinal and rib cage around my torso.
So you
oh,
have the
okay,
weapon of a disciple of the witness.
So I guess.
And we're gonna hunt the rest of them.
Mm.
That is
You know-
probably the most badass thing I have ever said and heard.
The witness.
The witness. The witness.
We got
Anyway.
Rango and Sparky.
The witness.
The witness and her disciples. Rango and Sparky.
No, it's the witness.
Oh, yeah.
Go check in with the Drifter. Let him know what you're here for. I know you're tired of hiding, but Lilo here. Be careful. Avoid Spider, please.
Will do.
Oh, and
And give
if
them-
you could do me a favor, embarrass Drifter every chance you get. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we brought his weapon back. It's really fun. I'm gonna give them both a really big hug again
Yeah.
before returning back to the driver's seat.
They returned the gesture. All right. Off to Ramshorn.
Woo!
As soon as we take off, the ship is still connected to main Insomnia signal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Oh no.
we're gonna be gone for a little while. We're all connected to the encoded signal. And so I have my hand on the switch to quickly flip it to the encoded signal. And I'm just gonna get, oh, by the way, found out I'm married. Have fun. And click over the encoded signal.
Wait, what?
Rhoda's
I'm
worried
just gonna
that-
laugh and be like, you are such a menace, you know that?
That was mean. You could have at least explained a little more.
I just imagine May turning to Insomnia.
Let's be, they both heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just imagine May turning to Insomnia and being like, I swear, there's something new with her every time we talk to her.
And then you hear that over the comms.
I love that. And then it's like there's a
Married,
silence,
goodbye.
like a silence between me and Insomnia, and then Insomnia speaks up and goes, "You want to bet it's Ronan?"
But no, like
I would die. I would die because of
that
that.
would be them walking off the ramp of like, I swear it's something new every time she's gone for a week. And then like, as we take off, it's like, oh, by the way, I'm married. Click.
Oops.
Didn't even give him a chance to respond.
No.
Mazel tov.
Let's be real. It could have been mean, but I wish you knew the conversations I've actually been accidentally a part of.
In the rearview mirror, you see May's ship chasing after yours. No, I'm just kidding.
The rear view mirror.
The
You mean
weeaboo
the
mirror.
rear view? You mean the rear view camera?
Oh yeah.
It's
okay.
something to look
She'll
behind
kick
you.
my ass on its way back. It's fine. Or at least she'll try.
I believe she might kick mine and Nightingale's as well.
Oh, don't look at me. I didn't marry her. I tried, but it didn't.
That sounded. Why did that sound condescending, Nightingale?
What do you mean? Everything I say is condescending.
Stop being mean to me, dude.
I think it's justified.
You don't think. You think as well as you shoot.
Yeah, pretty good.
No, you miss half the shots.
Well, you also
Wayne
miss
Gretzky.
100% of the shots you don't take, so...
Wayne
you know.
Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky. You also miss
Bad miss.
100% of the shots you don't
Bad
take,
again.
Fight in the mist. Fight in the
I
mist.
ate a popsicle.
so... Hit a popsicle.
Alright. The Ramshorn.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll just be sad.
A couple hours pass as you
Playing music. Playing music over the speakers.
a few hours
Ew.
pass as you approach Ramshorn. The desert stretches endlessly around you. A sea of golden sands shimmering under the relentless sun. The horizon is broken by jagged cliffs and rocky outcrops, the remnants of ancient geological upheaval. Nestled among these formations is the settlement of Ramshorn, a cluster of modest structures huddled together against the unforgiving desert wind. The town is a patchwork of survival, its buildings constructed from a mix of scavenged material, corrugated metal, sand-baked clay, and remnants of fallen architecture. Narrow streets wind haphazardly between low, flat roofed buildings. The layout more the result of necessity than design. Dust and sand whip through the air, carried by the constant whispering wind that seems to haunt this place. As you draw closer, the settlement begins to take on more character. You notice faded banners strung between buildings, their colors long since drained by the sun, and makeshift market stalls lining the main thoroughfare. The occasional elixir can be seen darting between structures, their movements quick and wary, and other settlers go about their business with quiet efficiency. The heart of the settlement is marked by a tall spire rising above the surrounding buildings. A repurposed piece of fallen technology now serving as a central communications tower. It hums faintly, a low, constant sound that adds to the strange, otherworldly vibe of this town. Surrounding it, you spot heavily armed guards standing watch, their eyes scanning the horizons, and every newcomer with suspicion. Despite its harsh appearance, there's life here. Children run through the streets kicking up sand as they chase one another. The smell of cooking food wafts faintly through the air. The town's inhabitants look weary, their faces weathered by the sun and hard times, but there's quiet determination in their eyes. The closer you get, the more you notice the signs of recent conflict. Scorch marks blacken some of the walls. A sense of unease lingers in the air. A tension that seems to hang over the settlement like a storm cloud. As you step into Ramshorn, a stare of the locals follow you. Some watch with cautious curiosity, others with thinly veiled suspicion. The desert wind carries a faint metallic tang, and the quiet hum of the spire blends with the occasional murmur of voices. It's clear that this settlement has seen its share of hardship, but it clings to life all the same, standing defiantly against the desert and the dangers that threaten it.
Familiarity, yet it can't be further.
What?
I said familiarity, and yet it cannot be further from the truth.
Abigail, you recognize this town a bit from your previous conflict with Jay. Some of the buildings are all too familiar, and the central thoroughfare has history behind it. Some of the Elixni inhabitants, you notice, bear the mark of a certain house. One that you saw before when fighting them off on that fateful night.
As soon as it clicks with me, the town, a scowl of disbelief is permanently marked on my face.
Something wrong.
I'm just sitting here polishing Quicksilver, but it starts to tighten, just gripping.
No, reach over and like loosen your hands a little bit.
It's forcing you to let go.
Ow.
Sorry.
Like I asked you, okay.
We'll find out.
You're not alone. You have us.
Yeah. But I'm not focusing on you, so I still get that permanent scowl on my face. Just.
So, what are you guys doing?
I am sticking not so close that I get in his way, but incredibly close. So I am always in Nightingale's peripheral.
Okay.
On his offhand side.
Okay.
So I'm not in the way if he has to quickly like pull the gun out of his holster. But I will drop my hand cannon in the secondary holster.
Okay.
It's just that weight of, hey, your friends are here whether you're looking at us or not. Not a word said.
There isn't really too much acknowledgement. I will kind of
Just-
give you a glance. Guess I'm like, oh, something's touching me.
Me. I did it.
But I don't.
Just-
I'm not disturbed by it, I should say. But I'll continue walking forward, or to proceed to walk into this particular town and locate Jay however I can.
Okay. How do you do so?
Probably by going to the little house that we stayed in. Just on a hunch.
Gonna come out when Nightingale was married.
Boy howdy, wouldn't that be a surprise? It almost was. You shut up.
What was once a makeshift hovel or like motel, I guess you could say, has been transformed into a tavern of sorts, into an inn. You see patrons quietly sitting around, enjoying their their drink. The doors to this place are kind of like those stall doors you see in
The saloon doors?
Yep, saloon doors. Yes.
Gotcha.
If
If that is the case, I'm definitely going to stand on the little board to quote unquote name myself an outsider.
Felix is confused.
yes.
Okay, so in the old time, you know how in movies that one guy walks into the bar and everybody pays attention to him? It's because he stepped on the board. And in front of the
Squeaks.
saloon bar, you typically step over the board if you're familiar with the place.
Mhm.
But if you're not, if you step on the board, it casts you as an outsider. Meaning you're not familiar to the place, you don't know where you're stepping. And so that's why people draw attention to this person.
Gotcha.
So I will purposefully stand on this board to draw
Okay.
attention to myself.
Gotcha. Let me change the music real quick. Stepping into this tavern, the saloon doors open with a audible squeak, and as well as the board that you intentionally step on lets out a loud squeak as well. The other patrons turn and look in your direction. Some playing cards, some just enjoying a drink. An Elixni in the corner strumming a guitar. And they quietly go about their business, seeing you walk in.
The reason why I'm in such disbelief is I'm going to stare at the Elixni people there, because that was not a thing when I was last here. And so I'm like so put off by it.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I have anything against Elixni, but because of the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I will probably approach the bartender, whomever they may be.
The bartender's just polishing a whiskey glass as you approach. What can I get you, stranger? Ah, fuck, my voice cracked. Hang on. What can I get you, stranger?
How about... details on an old friend.
Let me ask this. Where did everybody else follow you in?
I don't know, did you?
I would have.
Yeah.
I'm just
My
genuinely
mask is
curious.
over. My mask is completely over my face. So
Okay.
I don't know what Ronan would have done in this.
I mean, at this point, it'd probably be the scarf pulled up.
So we'd probably be there.
Okay.
Like, it'd be in and just to the side for me.
Mhm.
Like, I'm near the door.
I'm like the bodyguard.
You're
Not
right
really.
next to him.
Gotcha.
Bodyguard, she guards the lower half of my body.
It's an important it's an important half for some people. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's true.
I mean, it's more like quarter for Nightingale, but
It's funny because dick.
Anywho,
Sorry, what were you asking this guy?
for
I
information on
said
an
I'm
old
asking for
friend.
details on an old friend.
All right. Shoot.
She calls herself the Cardinal, but her name is Jay.
He tilts his head at the word the Cardinal, but then you say the name Jay. Oh, you mean the sheriff?
Do I mean the sheriff?
I didn't shoot the sheriff, but I shot the deputy. She shot her own deputy. Anywho.
Yeah, sure. You got, know where I can find the sheriff. I'm new to this place.
Right behind you.
Oh, ain't that convenient. Thank you.
You turn around to see Jay in her dark green cloak. Her Western styled hat with a single feather. And the attire that screams hunter. Standing at the doorway to the saloon.
Well, howdy, Sheriff. We didn't mean to cause a disturbance.
And that is where we're gonna end off tonight's session.
You know what sucks for chat? They don't get shit next week,
No.
unfortunately.
No.
Oh.
So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. No session next week.
Oh my gosh, it's next week?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's next week, buddy.
Yeah.
We're doing a private birthday one shot for our DM.
Well,
Yep. Yeah. So no session next week because we have something else planned for that day. But stay tuned for the week after Hour of Power.
Hour of power.
oh,
Extra time. Woo.
Yep. Hours of Power. So extra long episode that week. Shit already. Jesus.
December 3rd. Devon, December 3rd, if you need to ask off for that.
I don't need to. You gotta remember, I don't deal with daylight savings. The power of hour is now where usual session time was for me like 3 weeks ago.
That's fair.
Then the next one after that is January 7th.
Cool.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Hey, are we gonna play on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Should we?
I know we're not gonna play Christmas Eve.
No,
No,
definitely not.
not Christmas Eve, but New Year's Eve. Do we just go all night just because we can?
I have to work the next day, buddy.
I think I
Probably
also
will
would
to
have
as well.
to. No, probably not. I usually don't work on Wednesdays, but I don't see why we wouldn't play on New Year's Eve.
Okay. Unless
I mean,
anything else comes up.
Christmas Eve is
Yeah.
definitely off the table.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But there are 5 Tuesdays in December, so we still get 4 sessions in December. We just take Christmas Eve off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to work that day anyways, so.
You have to work Christmas Eve.
Look, I had the choice not to, but I could have had 2 days off in a row, but my boss is like, I'm gonna leave that ball in your court. Basically saying, hey, you can
Okay.
take the 2 days off. He's like, we would appreciate the extra hands, but because Christmas Eve is
Okay.
our busiest day and we close at 6, so
Fair.
no big deal. I don't work Thanksgiving though.
But yeah.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And if you did, make sure you have follow and turn notifications. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. Come join our Discord. Be a cool kid. And see you all December 3rd.
Yeah. Power
night,
of
chat.
hour.
Have a good night,
Good night,
chat. We
chat.
love you.
Night chat.